Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about some more features of Microsoft Access 2010. In the previous videos we talked about the different components of the Access window, creating a table in datasheet view and in design view. We also learned how to enter records in a table. Today we will start with working on data in a table. So for this I have already created a database named demo database and I have a table here. So I will open the table, right click on the table name and click on open, or you can double click on the table to open it. Now, as you know, the table contains the data organized in the form of fields, that is columns, and records, that is rows. So rows are the horizontal collection of cells and the fields are, or the columns are, the vertical collection of cells. In order to select a field, move the mouse pointer to the field header and the mouse pointer changes to downwards pointing black arrow. Now click to select the field. If you want to select multiple fields, move the mouse pointer to the first field to be selected, press the mouse button and scroll over or drag over the columns you want to select. Now similarly, to select a record, move the mouse pointer to the left of the record you want to select. The mouse pointer changes to right hand side pointing black arrow. Click to select the record, and if you want to select multiple records, keep the mouse button pressed and drag over the records to be selected. To select the records above the current row, drag it upwards, and to select the rows below it, drag the pointer downwards. Now in order to select a cell, we will move the mouse pointer to the edge of the cell to be selected, and when it changes to the plus symbol, we click to select it. In order to select multiple cells, move the mouse pointer to the edge of the cell you want to select and keep the mouse button pressed. Now drag the mouse pointer over the cells you want to select. Now let's talk about finding a record in table. So we can use the find feature of Microsoft Access to find the values easily. In order to find a value, first we click or select in the field from which we have to search the data. For now, I am going to click on the dance field. After selecting the field, I go to the Find group from Home tab and click on the Find button. It opens the Find and Replace dialog box with the Find tab active. The same can be opened with the help of Ctrl plus F keys. Now in the Find What box we have a word already appearing. Suppose you want to look for jazz. We write the word there, and now let's see the other options here. The first one is look in. This specifies the scope or the area in which we will look for the records. By default, it says current field. It means now it will look for the value in the selected field or the field in which your cursor is there. The other option is current document, which means it will look for the data in the entire table. So for now, let's leave it to current field. Next is match. It allows us to select the type of match style you want. For example, if you are looking for a value which is a part of the values in the field, you can select any part, which means suppose jazz. When you are looking for jazz and you select any part of the field, it will look for the values which will contain the word jazz anywhere, either in the beginning or the end or as a part of the data in the field. Next is whole field. This will give you the results on the basis of the fields containing exactly the word jazz, nothing extra. Then start of field. It means that when the word jazz appears in the beginning of the value, for example, suppose this cell had the value jazz dance. In that case, the content of the field is starting with the word jazz, so that will also be listed out. But if you select the whole field option, it will give the result on the basis of the contents of the fields which have the word jazz only. In case you had here jazz dance, that will not be selected as a result. Now the next option is search. Here we can select the direction with respect to the current position of the cursor to search for the things. If we select up, it will look for the things in the direction towards up from the current position, and if we select down, it will look for the values downwards, and if we select all, it will find the value anywhere in the current field and give as a result. The next option that we have is match case. This option allows us to search the values on the basis of the pattern of the uppercase and lowercase characters. For example, if I have this checkbox clicked on, it will look for the word jazz and it will ensure that the word that we are looking for and available in the field has the same pattern, that is, the first letter J should be in uppercase and rest of the letters should be in lowercase. And if it is an exact match, then only we will be able to find the values as a result. If you want all the fields containing the value jazz either in uppercase or lowercase or any pattern of uppercase and lowercase characters, you can turn this checkbox off. The next option is search fields as formatted. This option helps us find the values on the basis of their formatting. For example, suppose I'm looking for a value which is of currency type and the value that I search for is 3000. In that case, if I have put this tick mark on, then it will give only those fields in the result which match the formatting, means those have the value 3000 and has the currency format applied to them. So search fields as formatted gives you only those values as a result which match the formatting of the words we are looking for. Now when we click on find next, it searches the value on the basis of the specified options and highlights them for you. As you can see, the word jazz is highlighted. Now if you want to look for the next occurrence of this word, click on find next. Since there are no values anymore, so the Access has given you a dialog box with information. This means that there are no more occurrences of the word jazz. So click on OK, and in order to finish the search, click on cancel. Now let's see how do we replace a word. For this, we again go to the find group from the home tab and click on replace button. This opens the find and replace dialog box with replace tab active. The same can be opened by pressing the Ctrl and H keys together. In find what, we have the word jazz because we recently worked with this word and our cursor was there in that cell only. Now if you want to have some different value, you can write here. So I have written here Walker. So this is the word it will search for, and when found, I want to replace this with a different word, let's say bike. Now rest of the settings are similar as we discussed for the search box. So for now I'm going to change this look in area from current field to current document so that I don't have to look for the values only in the cell in which the cursor is there. So now I have made it to look for the current document. Let's see. We click on Find Next. It highlights the occurrence of the word walker, and if we want to replace, you can click on Replace and it will be replaced by the new word, that is bike. As you can see, it has been replaced. In case you had multiple occurrences of the word walker and you wanted to change all those occurrences, you could have clicked on Replace All. In order to finish the find and replace operation, click on Cancel. Now let's talk about sorting. Sorting is a process of arranging the records or values in a particular order, that is ascending or descending. In our case, we are going to arrange the student names in a particular order. For this, we select the field by clicking on the field header. And now I am going to arrange these records in increasing order of alphabets. For this, I will click on Home tab, and from the Sort and Filter group of buttons, I will click on Ascending button. When I click, the names are arranged in increasing order of alphabets, and accordingly, the rest of the records are also shuffled. If you want to have it arranged in descending order, you can go back to the Sort and Filter group of buttons from Home tab and click on Descending. So this way, I have arranged the record in a different order. Now let's try the same thing with the class field. I select the class field and I arrange the records in ascending order. As you can see, you have all the 7th in the beginning and then all the 8th after that. But do you notice the dance appearing just next to that? Now, if you want to have the arrangement like all the 7th records should have the rest of the records arranged in alphabetical order of dance type. For that, we will go for selecting two fields together. And then we will go to the Sort and Filter group of buttons from the Home tab and click on Ascending. And as you can see now, the data is arranged on the basis of class as well as dance. We have all the 7th classes together in the beginning, and then we have the 8 classes. And for the 7th classes, we have an alphabetical order. First, the dance type is starting from the letter B, then from H, and then from K. And similarly, in the case of 8th class, you have a separate section of data which is again in alphabetical order. First two with the letter B, then with J, then K, and then S. So this way we have been able to arrange the data on the basis of multiple fields. Now, if you want to remove the sort, you can go to the Home tab, and from the Sort and Filter group of buttons, you can click on the button Remove Sort, and this will reset the things to their defaults. Now let's try to sort the data more precisely. Suppose you want to have the data sorted on the basis of class and dance, but this time you don't want the increasing order or ascending order for the both. So for this case, we'll go to the Sort and Filter group of buttons from the Home tab and click on Ascending. Now as you can see here on the field headers, you have this drop down arrow, and there is an arrow indicating the order of the data in this field. So this one is ascending order. Now click on this drop down arrow and you will find the sorting options. If you want to be it in descending order, click on Sort Z to A. And you can see it is in decreasing order, and rest of the things are automatically ordered in the same way. For example, in this case we have class 8th appearing in the beginning, and last 3 records are for class 7th. And this dance field has its records sorted on the basis of the alphabets only. So you have the alphabet B appearing first, then J, and then K, and then S. And similarly for class 7th also. Now let me change this to ascending order again. So click on that drop down arrow and click on sort A to Z, and it again appears in the ascending order. Now if you want to change this dance to descending order, click on the drop down arrow there and click on sort Z to A, and you can see this one has been sorted from ascending to descending order. So now we can see here in the class we have the things appearing in ascending order, and in the dance we have the things appearing in descending order.